In this video, I'm going to show you different methods of reordering columns of a data frame. But first, let's create a data frame here. So we're going to include this column from our previous video. So let's go ahead and create that. You can see here we have a table of elements with columns from name all the way to weight underscore pounds. Okay. The first method is by index. Index here just means the integer position of this column name. So for instance, here name occupies index 1 all the way to the 5th index here by weight pounds. Okay. So here we're going to use the square notation. So our object, data frame object, is called df. Then since we are interested in renaming the order of our column, we just leave this as blank for row. Okay. Comma, and then we use the C function here, and then we can rearrange the columns by index. So for instance, here we just want to name to appear as the first one, second, third. So the only change here is to swap 5th and 4th. So if we run that, you can see now we've swapped Jedi and the weight per pound. So it's pretty straightforward. Okay, and that's it. And that's it for by index. The second one is by variable name. It's the same thing as that, only that this time around we just explicitly provide the name. So for instance here, I just decided to bring the weights to be third and Jedi to be last. Okay, as simple as that. That's what we have. Okay. The third method is to use the subset function. We've already looked at this. So we just say subset. It takes 2 arguments. We pass the first argument is our data frame object, and then we use the select function. Okay, this is just the same as this one by index, right? I'm just repeating the same thing here, but just to show you how to use the subset, and it does the same thing. Similarly here, you can replace the contents here with the names of the column as string. Okay, as simple as that. Execute that. It just gives you table elements based on what you explicitly provide here. Okay. And lastly, which I consider the best option for big data or large data set, you can install a package called dplyr. Dplyr comes from the tidyverse.org, where it provides different packages for data analysis, visualization, importing data, and so on and so forth. So we go ahead and import the dplyr package, and then we can use this verb. This is one of the verbs in dplyr package that allows us to select. Okay, so in dplyr we can first of all we start with a data set, and then this is what we call the pipe operator. Okay, so how to read this? We say from this data set, then select. Okay, and then here just remains the same here. So we want to select. Again, we just want to have a view. So we'll just select and display a view based on how we want this to appear. Okay, and we do that, we can see we've selected the specific columns and how they should appear in our output. Okay, we're going to look at more of dplyr verbs in other videos, especially when we start the topic on dplyr. And that's it as far as reordering elements of our data frame.